So I am in my annex where I have some of the trees overwintering. A few weeks ago, disaster struck in the greenhouse. The power went out in the middle of the storm and almost everything in there froze. As you can see, dry. These are all frost damaged. There are a few leaves that are still alive, so I'm not throwing this out. This is the ice cream bean tree. I was trying to keep it over the winter because it doesn't like anything below 60 degrees. But you can see the damage is extensive. Unfortunately, I did lose my papaya. You can see, same thing. All dry, brittle, and spoiling. These are all frost damage. And unfortunately, damage goes away all the way down here. So I'm gonna try and cut it out here. Just chop it off and see if it will regrow from the stem. I've seen a few videos that's successful, and I hope that this tree will still survive. Otherwise, I will have to toss it out and start anew. In the meantime, my lemons are doing great. As you can see, they're all ripening. I picked quite a few of them off already, and there are new growth and new flowers. You can see some of them are blooming, but I need to pick the rest of these lemons. Unfortunately, my pineapples got damaged as well, really badly. You can see all of this is frost damage. Here is another one, but it's beginning to recover. See, there is a little bit of a green growth growing from the inside, so I'll have to chop off all of the damaged leaves and give it a chance to grow again. More lemons are blooming. You can see some of these are quite nice and big. I have to pick these fairly soon, and already the new ones are blooming. My orange tree is growing again. So nice young growth. I'm hoping it will finally start to bloom. You can see it's growing quite nicely. So it seems to be happy, but it's not blooming. These loquats also froze. But they're recovering. This is new growth. All of this is new. And then this one is also growing. Nice young leaves. But the one that's really surprising, right here. So I have one tomato that survived because it was in here, and it's growing quite big. It's weedy because it doesn't have enough light. I can't wait until it gets warm enough, even though I have growing lights on it. It's just not very happy. But the biggest surprise is right here. This is my avocado plant, avocado tree. And I have new buds. It actually will be blooming. I am very ecstatic. I'm looking forward to having my own avocados. Hopefully it will actually produce something. Now these trees also, you can see damage was extensive from the frost. It's all frozen. This is the rambutan. I'm not throwing it out yet. I'm hoping it will recover, at least that it's alive. As you can see, there is a little bit of greenery on it, so the stem is alive. I just hope it will recover. And This passion fruit is growing quite nicely. It's been sending out runners, also looking for light. So another pineapple that was badly damaged but recovering. You can see the frost damage is extensive. And next to it, passion fruit that has just been taken over everything. It's growing like crazy, climbing and growing rapidly. So at least passion fruit is happy. I can't wait to take it out where it can get some fresh sunlight. And banana palm is also surviving. It's not thriving, but it is surviving. So that's a sad update. I do have a couple of citruses outside, so let's walk over there. So I took this variegated lemon outside so it can get a little bit of sunlight. It's doing quite nicely, but it needs sunlight. This orange is also growing quite nicely, and it's getting ready to bloom. So again, they will benefit from having sunlight. As you can see, we have still snow on the ground, but it's supposed to warm up to 60 degrees today and tomorrow. So I'm using the 2 days to give them a little bit extra boost of sunlight, as well as to this guy. This is the Mayor lemon. You can see huge flowers, and it is blooming profusely. Just starting to, but it's doing quite well. But I needed to get some sunlight, so right now when it's warmer, let it get some sunlight, and then I will put it back inside where it's going to be safe. Let's go inside. I'll show you the damage inside the greenhouse. Here we are inside the greenhouse. You remember my pepper plants? Unfortunately, there was no saving these. They are completely dead. They all froze. This is all frost damage. It's not dry, it's frost. But I do have a couple of lemons here. They're doing quite well. And this loquat is still surviving. Got a little bit of damage, but it wasn't ready for the cold temperature. So you can see these were young leaves and they got damaged as well. So I'm hoping it will recover. It's not blooming, so I'm not losing any fruit, which is a happy and sad. I was hoping it was going to bloom, but it is sending new growth, so I'm hoping it means it's recovering. My tomatoes are completely dead, of course. They froze. They turned gelatinous and then they freeze. There's nothing I could do to save them. So not a happy update from here, but hopefully we can recover.